Hi, very good evening to all. My name is Bhavana and our subject is BOM, that is Business Organization and Management. This is for the BCom students for first year in first semester for both general and computer students. In this yesterday class, we discussed what is the formal organization, what are the features of formal organization, and what are the types in formal organization, advantages and disadvantages. And also we discussed informal organization too. And we also discussed what is the difference between the formal and informal organization. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt yesterday's lecture, please let me know. And today our topic is what is line organization. What is line organization? See here, this is the oldest and simplest form of organization and it is popularly known as military organization. Means line organization, it is the oldest and simplest, means it is very old. The old organizations are followed this line organization and it is also very the simplest form, means it is very easy to maintain a line organization. And also we can say it is known as military organization. Military organization. The term line has been borrowed from the military administration. Means line means like that, means this term is borrowed, means we are taking the term line is taken from the military, but it must be remembered that it has no direct relationship with the modern military establishment. Means it is the old one, there is no direct relationship between at present the new modern military establishment. Under this type of organization, each department control is vested with one individual. Means under this type of organization, each department control, means each department is control vested with individual who is known as departmental head. Means in line organization there is a one person who is called departmental head. He is the owner and all the powers, means we can say it is not a flexible, we can say it is an autocratic, means everything is responsible only the one person, we can say it is a department head. Well, the rules and regulations, if the organization want to take any decision, so first we have to take the permission of the departmental head only. The processes, the rules and regulations and the communications are coming from departmental head to one by one from top to bottom approach only. He or she is fully responsible for running the department. Means in line organization only one person is responsible for a complete organization, that is who is he is a departmental head. What is the line organization? It is the oldest and simplest form of organization and is popularly known as military organization. The term line has been borrowed, means the term line is used from the military organization, means the word line is taken from our military organization only. Under this type of organization, each departmental control is vested with one individual. Means each department is under the control of one person, means there are different types of departments, but these departments are under the control of the one person. Who is the person? He is the head of this department. He or she is responsible for running the business. The person may be male or female, he is only or she is only the responsible for the functioning of the organization. All departmental heads are responsible for their immediate supervisor, that is general manager. These people also responsible for the general manager. Means suppose they are production department, they are finance department, accounting department, marketing department, HR department. Each department is one head. These heads are also responsible for general manager, means that is chief executive, the higher cadre. All departmental heads are responsible to their immediate, means we are responsible to our superior. So this departmental head superior is who? He is general manager. The general management is responsible to board of directors, means the general manager superiors. Who is the superior of the general manager? The board of directors, and who are elected by the shareholders of the business organization. How the people become the board of directors? Means while starting a company we have lot of shareholders, there is an election, by the election only these members are elected as a board of directors. Means it should be like that, there is a board of directors, general manager and departmental heads. This is like that, means next supervisors, employees, means the row will be like that. First board of directors, next general manager, next departmental heads, next supervisors, departmental heads under supervisors, and their normal employees. So the line management is like that. This is the oldest and simplest form of organization. Which is the oldest and simplest form of organization? Organization is the oldest and simplest form of organization, and it is popularly known as military organization. We can say it is a military also. There is a sequence like there is the head of the there is a head, and the sequence should be like that, means there is a head and there is a some general manager. Maybe the name should be different while in military, but the sequence, means the way of responsibilities is similar like this. So this is the oldest and simplest form of organization, and it is popularly known as military organization. The term line has been borrowed. This term line has been borrowed from the military administration. But it must be remembered that it has no direct relationship with the modern military establishment. Means there is no direct relationship between the military establishment. Under this type of organization, each department control is vested with one individual. Means under this type of organization, under the type of organization, each department is under the control of individual who is known as departmental head. He is known as the departmental head, and he or she is fully responsible for running the department. Means who are responsible? He or she is completely responsible for running the department. All the department heads are responsible to their immediate superior in general, that is general manager. Means all the departmental heads, those who are the departmental heads, are responsible for their immediate, means they are responsible for the immediate superior in, that is general manager. The general manager is responsible to board of directors. Means the general manager is responsible to their board of directors, and these board of directors are elected by the shareholders at the time of business organization. What are the characteristics of line organization? Line organization has been directed vertical relationship. Vertical means this is a vertical relationship. So line organization has direct vertical relationship. And the departmental heads has the full authority to manage and control their department. Those who are the departmental heads, these persons have complete authority to manage and control the, means if there is a one department, suppose we say example, we are saying the production department. In production department there is a one head, so the person is completely responsible and he has an authority of other supervisors and employees who are working in the particular department. So he is only responsible whatever happen in this department. So he has some authority and also according to the authority he has responsibility too. The operation of line organization is very simple. The operation is very simple, means it is a vertical, so there is no conflicts. The information is passed from top to bottom. So it is the operation of the line organization. The operation is very easy, and the direct relationship is prevailing between the subordinate and immediate superior. There is a direct relationship between the subordinate and immediate superior. Means here the subordinate and immediate superior, there is a direct relationship. There is no other relationships. We have to direct contact with our superior along with subordinate too. Each subordinate gets instructions only from his or her immediate superior directly. Means if already we discussed in what are the principles of organization, one worker, one boss. That's why here the each subordinates received restrictions from their superior only. Means here there is an employee, here the employee is getting instructions from his superior only. For he is direct departmental head. Like that one person receives directions or instructions from their upper cadre only. So each subordinate gets instructions only from his or her immediate superior directly. Means he are getting any instructions only according to their superior only. Each employee is taking decisions according to the level of authority delegated to his her immediate superior. Means each employee is taking decision. Means each employee has a right to take a decision according to the level of authority delegated. Means according to the given duty. Suppose I allotted a duty from one of the employees, so he is responsible up to now. For that, he can take own decisions for completion of the task. So each employee is taking decision according to the level of authority. Means which work he has done, based on the work only he can take their own decisions to his immediate superior. Those who given the work, means his immediate superior has given the work for completion of the task. For that work he can take his own decisions. And they are up to now we discuss what are the characteristics of line organization. I hope you understand. It is a very vertical relationship, and the person who is a departmental head, he is fully responsible for up to his production, and it is very simple. And it is if anyone receives directions from their immediate superior, and if each employee has allotted some work, so he is responsible up to the work. Next, there are the types of line organizations. There are two types of line organizations: departmental line organization, pure line organization. Let's see here. Types of line organization. Line organization can be further classified into two kinds, that is departmental line organization and pure line organization. There is a departmental line organization and pure line organization. The chart given can be illustrated from the departmental line organization. General managers and plant supervisors. Like this, it is a chart. See here, there is a general manager. In the above general manager there is board of directors, but I am writing up to general manager. Next plant superintendent and foundry shop foreman, machine shop foreman and assembly shop foreman. Means they are different peoples and they have workers. This is about the chart. Means chart should be like that. Means the information passed should be like this. In this model chart, the enterprise have three departments or shops, namely foundry shop, machine shop and assembling shop. A foreman, each department authority and instructions passed on the general manager. Means each instructions is passed from the general manager to the plant superintendent, and from the plant superintendent to the foreman, and foreman to the workers. Means there is an line. Means first the instructions passed from general manager to plant superintendent to foundry shop foreman, next to workers. Under this system, each employee is responsible to his immediate supervisor. Means each and every employee is responsible under his immediate supervisor. Means here the workman is responsible for foundry shop foreman, and foundry shop foreman is responsible to plant superintendent. Plant superintendent is responsible to general manager, and general manager is responsible to board of directors. Board of directors is the top. I hope you understand the chart. Next, what is a pure line organization? And next also we have departmental line organization. Let's see here. What is a pure line organization? This type of organization is highly suitable to the small size businesses. Means pure line means already we see it is a pure line organization. Means the instructions is followed, instructions is coming from through line only. So this type of organization is highly suitable to the small size businesses organization. All the employees are performing the same type. Means all the employees are performing the same type of work at one level. A group of employees is controlled by one individual. Means here the group of employees is controlled by one individual. Likewise, several groups are formed and placed under the control of group of employees. Means a group of employees they are there. These are controlled by the one individual. Likewise, several groups are formed and placed under the control of an individual for sake of convenience of control. For the sake of convenience of the control. Likewise, several groups are formed and placed under the control of an individual for sake of convenience or control. What is pure line organization? It is nothing but you can say it is a pure line organization. Means there is a board of directors, next general manager, next head of department. these head of departments, they are different groups of employees. Here the groups of employees. So these group of employees is responsible for the departmental head. So what is the pure line organization? This type of organization is highly suitable in the small size businesses, means it is highly recommended in the small size, means there is only one head. In the head there are different types of groups. All the employees are performing the same type of work and at one level, means here there is only one type of work, so all employees are working at the same work. So they divided subgroups, so it is very easy for dividing subgroups and checking their work. And a group of employees is controlled by one individual. Likewise, several groups are formed and placed under the control of an individual for the sake of convenience, means convenience of the control. They are divided into subgroups and each are doing the same level of work. We can say it is a plain line organization, pure line organization, or you can say plain line organization. So it is very suitable for the small industries only. All the employees are doing the same business, means suppose in our organization we are producing only soaps, so only soaps, there is only one production process. For this for that type of organization, the pure line organization is very suitable. Our next is departmental line organization. Let's see here, what are the departmental organization? This type of line organization, the whole business organization is divided into several departments, means here there are number of departments, but in pure line organization there is only one department. This type of line organization, the whole business organization is divided into several departments and each department is under the control of one individual who is known as departmental manager. Here there are number of different departments and every department there is a departmental head. We can say he is a department manager. And the department manager is responsible or answerable to his immediate supervisor, that is general manager. Already we see here the department manager is also responsible for the immediate superior. Who is the immediate superior? The general manager. He is the immediate superior. Sometimes several sub-departments are formed within one department, means based on our work, if the work is very high, so we can divide it subgroups also. So sometimes several sub-departments are formed within one department. In one department there are several sub-departments for effective administration purpose. For example, in sales department, yes, in sales department there is one packing department, there is one advertising department, and there is one labeling department. So for the sales department is very big, so for that convenience, for that administration, we can subdivide it into different groups. Sometimes several departments are formed with one department for effective administration. Example, sales department. The sales department can be further subdivided into, these sales also can be further subdivided into counter sales, branch sales, line sales and export. Means they may be subdivided into counter sales, branch, there are different types of sales, and line sales based on our expert. So each sub-department is looked after by one superior and adequate number of workers are working under them. Means each sub-department there is a one supervisor. We can say superior and we can say supervisor. And there is a departmental branch head. Under departmental branch head there are several groups we are subdivided. For each group there is a supervisor. He will take control all the employees. These workers get instructions from the supervisor, means these people get instructions from the supervisor, and supervisor get advices from the departmental head, and departmental get advices from the general manager. Hence, there is no contact between sales manager and the workers. Means here there is no contact because under there are so many employees. So instructions will get the immediate supervisor. So here there is no contact between the managers, sales manager means who is the departmental head, and the workers, because the middle there is a one person that is who is a superior. Means when there is a very big organization, we are producing different products and we are managing different activities. So for that departmental line organization is very useful. Means it is one type based on different departments are there. In different departments again segregated into different subgroups. Each different subgroup there is one supervisor, and the supervisor is immediate responsible of the departmental head, and the departmental head is immediately responsible for the general manager, and general manager even to responsible for the board of directors. So Likewise, the communication will pass from board of directors to general manager to departmental head to sub-department supervisors, then workers. This is like that line. This is the two types, that is pure line. It is very useful in small organizations, and departmental line organization when big organizations are follows departmental line organizations. Up to now we discuss what is the line organization, what are the characteristics of line organization, and also types of line organization. They are the departmental line organization, pure line organization. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt till up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much.